Most teens cannot wait until their 16th birthday when they'll be able to get behind the wheel on their own. But for most parents, the thought of teaching their kid how to drive is a challenge. That may be an understatement. Jim Clark is the president and CEO of Daniel and a licensed social worker. He joins us this morning to discuss how parents and guardians can teach their teen how to drive without driving themselves or their kids crazy. And I feel like that, having gone through it, and my dad is the one who taught me to drive, I think we both drove each other crazy.
That's right. And, you know, parents, there are some little things you can do to kind of get over that craziness. And, you know, the adage is, my child's now 16, everybody stay off the road.
Right.
So one of the things that we often tell parents is there's a couple things you got to realize. Number one, make sure you're setting the example. And also be active and involved with your child in their learning process. As we had kind of chatted, I tried to teach my daughter, and I learned very quickly that I had to tell her, you turn around when you're going to go into reverse. But lots of parents now use educational classes. There are still opportunities out there. Usually 5 to 6 hours is what most driving courses take. That's about the period of time. And the state law requires that at least 50 hours in terms of your driving habits under your permit. And so that's what parents need to know. They've got to practice and be with their child quite a bit during this period of process. And as I mentioned to you, not all kids are ready, you know, so well, parents, let them wait, wait until they approach you. And of course, the first thing they have to do is get their permit. And what you want to do, of course, is be a coach. You want to be there to encourage them, and you want them to have some time to practice. 50 hours is a long time for you to practice, and so there's lots of opportunities for that.
And patience, too.
Absolutely.
That's like the understatement.
Understatement is true. I tell parents there's really 5 stages. When you're going to teach your child to drive, there's about 5 stages. The first thing you want to do is make sure that they know how the car operates. Where the ignition, where are particular things in that
might
car.
be, might be an important element there.
Very, very much so. The other thing is make sure you have, as we see here, a good practice area. You want to add a large parking lot, Kmart, some place where you can get them to go around and try to practice a little bit. The other thing too, that the third stage is, when you're doing these parking, you got to know that there will be distractions. And so children or teens, when they're starting to learn, after you do your parking lots and you do your 3-point turns, then take them to a place on the road so they can start to practice, and you can see how they do their distractions. And I think the other important thing, along with the parking, is also make sure that they know inclement weather, driving at night, driving on the expressways. That's usually your final stage that you want to have a child at. So I think if you go through those things, make sure they know how it operates, help them with distractions, talk about parking, and then put them on the road in a safe place, I think you'll do pretty well. Speaking
of distractions, obviously the hot topic and the buzz topic would be something, electronics, text messaging, video, cell phones, that kind of thing. I mean, parents need to talk about that. Parents need to talk about that and put rules in place. No texting, no talking. Talking on your phone is the same thing as a drunken driver. How many kids you have in a car. Parents, establish those rules. Children, they're just young drivers, and so they're not aware of the 360-degree, and so you're going to be that second eyes for them when you're practicing. But make sure you got those rules established. Too many kids in the car can lead to an accident. We just now saw a video where you can watch videos in your car. You've got to go over those things to make sure that the technologies that are available do not interfere with their driving habits. I remember we had rules just like that when I was learning to drive, and I was so mad at my parents about it. They're probably watching right now, so thank you, because I'm alive because of it.
Absolutely.
I wasn't allowed to have anybody in the car or drive at night for the first time, but I came up with all these excuses, like, I have to go to Target to get more pencils. But
well, I'll take you. Let's go together. See how your driving is.
Right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, for more information on teaching your teen to drive, just head to our web channel, www.newsforjax.com. You can click on weekend headlines, or you can visit Daniel Kids' website at www.danielkids.org.